What's up, guys? Kevin here from thesportsgeek.com, and in this video I'm going to give out my 4 DraftKings picks for the Valspar Championship. So last week we had the Mexico Championship. I gave out 4 picks for that. 3 of the 4 picks did pretty well. Rahm tied for 3rd, Garcia and Holmes tied for 12th, and Billy Haas was tied for 32nd. So Billy Haas was the only disappointment last week. But overall, pretty solid week, and I look for another solid week with my picks here for the Valspar Championship. So before I forget, I just want to let you know that we are doing another contest this week. Last week I tweeted about it and emailed out about it. I did a $50 PayPal contest. Unfortunately, nobody won it, but that means that we've got a $70 contest for this week. So I'm adding $20 to the pool. It's going to be a $70 contest. Again, it's going to be a contest where there's not going to be a guaranteed winner, but if there's not a winner, we're going to bump the pool up another $20 for the following week. So it's $70 this week. If someone doesn't win, it'll go up to $90 the next week. I'm going to have full details about this contest in my comment section. So I'm going to pin the comment here like I did last week. So if you're watching this video, check in the comment section at YouTube and you'll find the full details for the contest. All right, so moving on to the Valspar Championship picks. I've got Fantasy Labs pulled up. And like always, if you don't have an account at Fantasy Labs yet, I've got my link in the YouTube description below. Highly recommend you guys sign up for Fantasy Labs to do your DFS research. So I've got my 4 picks here. We got Webb Simpson, 8,500, Jason Dufner, 7,900, Wesley Bryan, 7,500, and Kyle Stanley, 7,000. So I've done all my research here at Fantasy Labs and at PGA Tour in the stat section, and I've got my picks. But to make this video a little quicker, I'm basically just going to be looking at their course form and recent form for the video. One thing I will mention is the Sports Geek model does put a bit of a premium on driving distance, and I've kind of taken that out this week as I think it's more important to be accurate on this course off the tee. So you'll see a couple of these picks, Webb Simpson, Wesley Bryan. They're not too long of drivers at the golf ball, but I still think they're great picks this week. I looked quite a bit at strokes gained tee to green, off the tee, and approach this week as well. So the 4 picks here, we'll start off with Webb Simpson, 8,500. Couple missed cuts here, but then back in from 2010 to 2013, he finished 13th, 2nd, 10th, and 17th. So he's played this course quite a bit, and he's had some success at it. So if he's on his game, I think he'll have a pretty good week if he makes a cut, and he's on his game in general. I could see him finishing definitely top 15 this week. I think he has a chance at winning this tournament. If you look at his recent form, he's been pretty good this year. We'll go back to the OHL Classic in November, 24th, 36th, 13th, 66th, 2nd at the Phoenix Open. Did miss a cut at Pebble Beach and then finished 39th in his last tournament played. So overall, pretty good form. I wouldn't say great form, but only 1 missed cut over his last, looks like 8 tournaments. So he's in pretty good form, has had some success here. He's 8,500, so I think he's priced maybe around where he should be, but I do think he is a good play, good GPP play, and I probably would take him in cash as well. Next up, Jason Dufner, 7,900. I think he's going to be higher owned than what's projected here. I would project probably closer to 20% owned, but I think he makes a great play at 7,900. Just way underpriced for his how good of a golfer he is and his course history. So if you look at his course history here, 22nd last year, 24th, 14th, 21st, 10th, 28th, 28th. So it's just ridiculous how good he is at this course. And then he also comes into this tournament in pretty solid form. 8th at the Tour Championship. And then 21st, he had a missed cut in Hawaii, but then he came back finishing 25th, 14th, and 23rd in his last 3 tournaments. So he's in pretty solid form, great course history, and just 7,900. So I think he's way underpriced this week. I love him for GPPs, and I would love him if I was playing cash games as well. Wesley Bryan is a guy who I think is going to have a good week, but I do think it's a bit of a risky play. I don't know if I would play him in cash, but he is in great form. He has no course history here, which kind of makes it maybe more of a GPP play. But his recent form here, we can see 4th at the Honda, 4th at the Genesis Open, and 42nd at the Phoenix Open. He did have 4 straight missed cuts before that, so that does worry me. If he does come into this tournament not in great form, then he might struggle because it is a tough course. But just looking at his recent form, a couple weeks ago at the Honda Classic, fourth, just hoping that he has that stroke. And similar kind of course at the Honda Classic where you got to be pretty accurate. So as long as he's playing, as long as he's got his good form, I think he's set up nicely for this course. He's got good tee to green and can roll in a lot of birdies. So I think he's a great play at 7,500 as well. And then last pick here is Kyle Stanley, 7,000. Not great course history, which might worry me a little bit, might keep some people off him a little bit. That's why he's probably projected to be 2 to 4% owned, is probably his course history. Because if you look at his recent form, pretty solid, minus the miscut at the Honda Classic. He missed it by 1 stroke, so it wasn't too bad of a week for him there. And before that, 39th, 36th, 14th, 36th, 21st. And then if you even go back further, he did have a miscut here, but then he finished 7th, 22nd, 74th, 14th, 22nd. So overall, he's in pretty good form, I'd say. And just I was looking at his strokes gained tee to green. Really like those numbers. If you look at his adjusted round score recently, pretty solid. Greens in regulation, pretty elite there, 69.8, getting close to 70% there, which is very solid. So I think he's a great play, good GPP play. He'll probably be under 10% owned. So I think he makes a great play. GPPs, I don't know if I'd play him in cash. Hadn't really thought about it. Probably would stay away from him in cash. But for GPPs, I'd fire away at him and all 4 of these guys. So those are my 4 picks for the Valspar Championship. If you guys enjoy these videos, make sure you click that like button or the thumbs up button on YouTube to help support my YouTube channel. Let me know that you enjoy these videos. And make sure you check out the contest. It'll be in the pinned comment section here below the video like it was last week. So make sure you check that out and enter the contest. Free to enter, free chance at winning $70 sent to you via PayPal. All right, good luck this week, guys. If you don't want to miss out on any videos that I post, I would love for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. To do that, just click on this button over here. Or if you want to watch another one of my videos that I think you'll enjoy, click on the video image over here.